right, Stephen Jaeger is joining us at the 105th PGA Championship. Stephen, a 1 under 69 for you today. How'd it go out there for you?
It was pretty wet until about 16 and the rain stopped. So I'm glad the leaders got about 12 holes of nice weather. It was one of those days where if I don't putt good, it's going to be a 5 over. Simple as that. I actually didn't hit it that great. Got away with some things, and the putter bailed me out a lot today, which was nice. So didn't putt good the first 2 days. So it was a great day. Obviously, I would have taken 1 under if they started with the rain, and ball was going about 40 yards shorter, and it doesn't get any roll. So the golf course played much longer today.
Perfect. All right, let's take some questions. Mike 7.
Well, it's kind of like early in the day in your preparation. Does any of that change when you know what the forecast is? You kind of limit your reps and just the general mindset into a day where you know it's going to be like that?
I mean, honestly, I just try to do the same thing. I hit the same amount of balls and putted beforehand. I did take my rain jacket off after 2, just because I felt like, playing with a rain jacket is hard. We don't really do it much on this tour, so I just took it off and tried to stay on the umbrella, and actually didn't get that wet, which was nice. But it was just one of those days. Just we needed about 8 hands, caddies too. So my boy helped out a lot today, which was nice.
And just in general, being in this position at a major, you're going to have a shot tomorrow. TBD how many you'll be back, but obviously 18 holes to go. But what does it mean to you to have put yourself in this position here?
Yeah, it's exciting. Obviously, I've been playing good last probably couple months, even this year. Been really solid. Putter hasn't really showed up. So last couple of weeks, I found a putter on the weekend, which was nice. So more of the same. I mean, this place, if you don't hit the fairways, especially today with the rough being wet, it's nasty. So I think a lot more fairways tomorrow would be lovely, but a lot less stress. But yeah, it's going to be soft tomorrow. So depending on, I think the weather's going to be pretty nice. So the scores may be a little lower tomorrow.
Mike 5.
I'm curious now, how much effort is expended to staying dry? I mean, you've seen a lot of other players taking the jacket on and jacket off, hat turned backwards. I mean, how much effort do you really expend getting that done?
A lot. I would wipe my brim because I don't want it dropping down the water. And immediately after you hit the shot, you give it to your caddy under umbrella. They put it in. I mean, they do most of the work. But especially with a driver, you don't really want water on the club face because the ball could go anywhere, any wood, honestly. It's a lot of effort. I think I'm going to feel it here in a little bit once I sit down and calm down. I think the adrenaline will wear off a little bit, and I'm going to be pretty tired. There's a lot of thinking, a lot of golf course out there with the rain, and but super happy with what we dealt with today.
And is that discussed beforehand, or you and the caddy just know what to do?
I think everybody, I've played in plenty of rain, and he's caddying in plenty of rain. I think it's just kind of as long as the grips are dry and the club face is dry when you hit, that's pretty much all you can do. I mean, I think we had 7 towels in the bag today. 7. Just in case, if one gets wet, you get a new one that's dry. I mean, I'm sure the bag weighed about 70 pounds today, which is not fun to carry around. So.
Do you ever go out in the rain and play at home just to do it?
No.
And as you look toward tomorrow, it's going to be drier, obviously. Is it easier or more difficult to chase on a tougher golf course?
Well, like I said, I think it may be a little easier tomorrow. I don't know what the wind is supposed to be like. I haven't looked that up. But, honestly, this golf course is pretty simple to figure out. You have to hit the fairway. Otherwise, you're literally you're gonna try to chip and pitch for par every hole. So if I do that tomorrow, my putter's kind of starting to warm up a little bit, and my iron game was nice here the last couple holes. So, I'm just gonna try to play my best tomorrow. If I've got to shoot 5-6 under, that's great. We'll see what we can do tomorrow.
Have you been driving it pretty well?
I have, yeah. Mm-hmm. Not today. I mean, today it was a little tougher. I missed some fairways today. I hit some important ones, though, 17, 18. If you're in the rough there, I don't think you can physically get to the green. I can't. I did miss 14 with the 4-iron today, so that was fun. That was probably the worst lie I've had all week. But, you know, it's like I said, if you hit the fairways, you can score some, especially with the greens being receptive. Yeah, you got to do that first.
All right, back up to 7.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything in particular that's been better with your putter? Have you changed putters or technique or anything?
No, honestly, I think the first couple of days I was just still getting a little used to the speed. If I look up and I'm not 100% positive, you know, how hard I have to hit it, or like if it comes off the putter hot on a 10-footer and you've got 4 feet coming back, it's not fun all day long. So I think, you know, just kind of getting more comfortable with the speed. They were a little slower today. And, you know, other than that, I haven't changed anything, no.
When did you know you would be in the field here?
I knew Sunday night. I got a hold of John and texted him to see if he was playing or not. And so I kind of did some planning before it came out officially on Monday. So it was nice to kind of get that call. I played good last week, so it was nice to kind of keep the momentum going. And, you know, glad to be here for sure.
All right, Juan will wrap up.
Yep.
So I'm going to ask some questions for you to answer in German. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
Is it Stefan or Stefan or
Stefan, actually. That's it.
Stefan?
Yeah, Stefan. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Steven, I don't know, but I mean,
It's a lot easier for people to say
Yeah,
Steven than
that's fine.
Stefan. So
I like Stefan.
that's right.
So the first question is, I mean, how do you get to the tournament? No, because I mean, being the second alternate, were you thinking there's a clear possibility or not? Did you expect it? Or yeah.
Ich hab eine gute Idee gehabt. Die Woche davor, wenn der Gewinner von der Byron Nelson, da kriege ich einen Spot. Und ich wusste, dass John Daly ein bisschen mit dem Knie noch ein bisschen Probleme hatte. Also ich hatte eine gute Idee, dass ich reinkomme. Man weiß nie 100%. Ich wusste, dass Jordan auch mit dem Handgelenk ein bisschen Probleme hatte, aber sonst, du weißt es nie. Und ich war froh, dann am Montag den Anruf zu bekommen.
And about the week now, I mean, the kind of the conditions, how tough they are, and how do you manage to play as well as you play? No?
Ja, die ersten 2 Tage war ziemlich hart von den Fairways, die zu treffen. Die waren riesen Bouncen und gut, heute war mit dem Regen schwieriger natürlich. Der Ball ist viel kürzer geflogen und Grüns waren nicht so schnell und nicht so hart. Das war ein bisschen einfacher, aber klar, mit dem Regen ist es immer schwieriger.
And the last thing is, we've seen all the conditions this week. It's like 4 different like weathers.
Yeah.
So what do you expect for tomorrow and how you prepare for that?
Ja, ich glaube, morgen wird ein schöner Tag. Der Golfplatz wird ein bisschen softer sein morgen, glaube ich. Deswegen glaube ich, die Grüns sind ein bisschen mehr Spin dann auch und die Scores werden wahrscheinlich ein bisschen tiefer sein morgen.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah, thanks, guys.